left already, including 3,000 from Israel.
And we're told if this political stalemate lasts for much longer,
more things that they need. So I think that's a really
here at Dulles International is because Customs released.
It's known as the second leg of the Triple Crown, but now
hospital was even built. People voiced serious concerns about
for not only ICE but public safety. The best way for
is apparently Preakness wasn't one of those.
Women under your charge were sent on a mission to go retrieve.
Mr. Descano, I consider you a disgrace.
Republican members of Congress slammed Fairfax County Commonwealth's Attorney Steve Descano for dropping nearly every charge that came across his desk. For Abdul Jallo, he's an illegal immigrant with a lengthy violent criminal history who is now charged with murdering Stephanie Minter at a bus stop in February. Her mom testified to the U.S. House Judiciary Subcommittee on Immigration.
I am here for accountability. I am here because a system failed my daughter. If not for these failures, I could be sharing a cup of coffee with Stephanie this morning rather than speaking with you all today.
Some members of Congress said Stephanie's murder is one of many examples where Descano's office has dropped charges and given sweetheart deals to illegal immigrant criminals who went on to commit more crimes in the county.
That is as shameful as anything I have seen. Quit defending the indefensible. You clearly don't.
Absolutely
You dismissed the case, and it's shameful.
Sir,
you're a coward.
Congressman Jim Jordan grilled Descano on his office policy that says prosecutors shall take immigration consequences into account in plea and charging decisions. Descano posted that position on his website for 6 years, but took it down just weeks before the committee hearing.
Why'd you change your website?
Because that's not my policy. As I told you, sir, that is a campaign statement that I made before I was Commonwealth
It had been up for 6 years. A week after we send you a letter saying we want you to come testify, shazam, you change it.
Because I could not.
Is that coincidental?
Because I could not believe that people were so obtuse that they could not realize what the difference between a campaign statement and an actual office policy is.
So when you make campaign statements, those aren't true? You're not being honest with your voters?
That's not what I'm saying at all, sir.
Sure sounded like it. Sure sounded like it.
In his opening statement, Descano said he doesn't assist ICE, and he apologized to Cheryl Minter.
Miss Minter, I am deeply sorry for your loss. And I say that not only as a prosecutor, but as a parent of a daughter.
I heard your apology, Mr. Descano. I think the public would like to hear your resignation.
Miss Minter told me that was the first time Descano ever directly apologized to her, and she wants him to resign.
Mr. Descano, was this the first time you've apologized to Cheryl Minter?
I asked Mr. Descano why it took a congressional hearing for him to finally apologize to Miss Minter. He didn't respond.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last and final call for remaining passengers traveling on board.
Can I see your passport, sir? How are you doing today? Good. All right, where are you headed?
Every time you fly out of the country at Dulles Airport.
Okay, how long are you going to be out of the country? You two together?
You know you're in for a thorough screening.
How long were you in Peru?
Around 2 months.
But for Customs and Border agents, it's about more than just checking your passport.
Any cash over $1,000, buddy?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
No, in my bank.
Bank is a good place for it.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a safe trip, buddy.
The reason we're here at Dulles International is because Customs released these photos of cash that they confiscated, including a seizure of $50,000 from a pair of travelers headed to Ghana.
So we set out with agents Tuesday night, driving across the tarmac to meet a flight headed overseas.
And I want you to write down how much money you have.
One such encounter shows the reason they do these currency checks.
So if you could just pull the money out that you have, sir. We got Wells Fargo.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any more?
No, sir.
5,000.
Agents finding more than $22,000 in cash from this family.
Another 1,000.
Before they got on a flight to Qatar.
Make sure you pull all the money out, count it, and be careful handing it to different people, because to us that kind of looks like you're trying to split it up to avoid the report. It's important to protect what's not only coming into the United States, but in some cases what's leaving the United States.
Michael Augustino is one of the leads of Customs and Border Patrol here at Dulles.
It's when people aren't reporting, it's when we're concerned to kind of maybe do a different investigation to see where is it coming from, where is it going to, and what's the reason they wanted to hide it.
Wednesday, we learned of even more recent seizures of cash, including $62,000 from a U.S. citizen heading to Ghana last month.
Sometimes it's the proceed of illegal activity. It could be narcotics, It could be fraud. We've seen a lot of these callers that are calling you and trying to get your social security number. We've seen the proceeds of that leaving this airport. How much money are you traveling with?
1,500.
So remember, you can carry as much as you want, up to $10,000 overseas.
She's got 10,000 to the penny?
A penny more, and you have to declare it with this special form. And if agents suspect something fishy, you won't be making your flight.
Just be honest, tell the truth when you come and you're inspected. As long as you work with us, we'll work with you.
At Dulles Airport, I'm Josh Chapin, 7 News.
When Daryl Davis plays piano, you don't just hear it, you feel it.
Music brings people together. It truly is the universal language.
It's a language he's mastered, meeting countless musicians, touring with legends like Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry was my idol, and I played with Chuck for 32 years.
Daryl's played professionally since the 80s, touching people of all backgrounds with his music. And there's one man he'll never forget.
And he says, you know, this is the first time I ever sat down and had a drink with a black man. I said, why? And he didn't answer me. His buddy elbowed him. He said, tell him. He said, I'm a member of the Ku Klux Klan.
Daryl was 25 at the time. The other man, maybe a decade older.
I touched him with something that I was doing that made him happy. And he was wondering, how can a black person play that kind of music?
It was an awakening for them both.
I said, you know what? I'm going to travel around and seek out Klan members and leaders and interview them and get an answer to my question, how can you hate me? You don't even know me.
So he gets the number for that man's leader. Daryl's white secretary sets up a meeting, but she leaves out one key thing.
I can read their faces. I know what they're thinking. They're thinking, did the desk clerk give us the wrong room number, or is this an ambush?
No ambush. A black man wants to interview the Grand Dragon to write a book on the Klan. So they talk. Daryl even gets him to put on his robe and snap a picture.
When two enemies are talking, they're not fighting, they're talking. They may be disagreeing, maybe even getting a little loud, but at least they're talking. It's when the conversation ceases that the ground becomes fertile for violence.
So Daryl has more conversations.
This is the hood, this is the mask.
He actually goes to Klan rallies.
This is another Grand Dragon.
He meets more members.
His day job was Baltimore City cop. Yeah, he was a bona fide cop in the Klan.
Over time, many of them hang up their robes, and some even give them to Daryl.
This is a robe of an imperial wizard.
Daryl says he's helped more than 200 Klan members and white supremacists leave that life behind.
So what's been happening?
Oh, just keeping busy, man. How you been doing?
People like Jeff Scoop, who led the National Socialist Movement.
This came from Jeff.
A neo-Nazi organization.
What Daryl had done was a lot like Johnny Appleseed. He had planted that first major seed, and that was the beginning of my de-radicalization process.
Now, Jeff calls Daryl his brother.
He changed my life, and I'm forever grateful for that.
All right, talk to you soon.
You take care.
Bye-bye. They're not all bad people, but they all have bad ideas.
There's highs and lows to Daryl's work. People have refused to talk to him, even tried to attack him. But for all the lives he's changed, he keeps going.
As a musician, I want harmony on stage. I want it out there too.
I'm Rebecca Turco, 7 News.